Disney leadership is in a flurry of panic with all of the horrible news that they are continuing to get about the performance that they had in the box office this year. And coincidentally, it happened to be Disney's wokest year yet in the box office. So things are not looking good for Disney, but they are going to continue to push forward with all of their woke identity politics nonsense. And they have no plans of stopping any of that. But let's get into all of the bad news here that Disney is now receiving, because we can all laugh, we can all celebrate, we can all mock Disney and have a good time looking at them as they are falling apart. So report says woke Disney faces dismal box office future. In 2019, the year before the pandemic, Disney brought in an incredible $11 billion in box office revenue. This year, the first year after the pandemic, Disney brought in just $4 billion. Absolutely terrible for Disney. Naturally, the so-called reporter blames the pandemic. Of course he did. Of course he does. Exactly 1 year ago, when the pandemic was much worse than it is now, Disney stock was selling for $153. Today, it is $87. So look at that. Almost 50% drop. That is absolutely horrible for Disney. So, and it is only getting worse and worse. Disney stocks tank after Avatar 2 underperforms. Now, I just got to be completely transparent about this. I did go see Avatar 2 and I really enjoyed the film. I actually thought that it had a really great traditional family message and that it had a great father figure and some really good themes and some of that type of stuff. I actually enjoyed the film for the most part because of that. But with all of that aside, this doesn't mean very much, because Avatar 2 is not doing very well in the box office, at least comparatively to what they were expecting it to. Now, this doesn't mean that it isn't overall going to do very well in the box office. I think this film is going to do very well in the box office overall, but it is not doing very well at the moment. So Disney shares sank nearly 5% to their lowest level since March 2020 on Monday, after Avatar: Way of Water, and one of the priciest movies in Hollywood history, fell short of the hype in its opening week. Now, people are actually really enjoying this movie. If you go and look on Rotten Tomatoes and some of that type of stuff, people actually really do like this film. But then we also get this, and this is hilarious because the backlash that Disney is now facing for this film from different categories of people is absolutely hilarious. So Disney disaster, Native Americans, indigenous groups call for Avatar 2 boycott. Racist film. Of course. This is not a shock to me, and it isn't a shock to a lot of people, as we are continuing to see woke identity politics playing out in everything that is happening in our culture. So James Cameron's Avatar: The Way of Water faces calls for boycotts from Native Americans and indigenous groups for alleged cultural appropriation and for promoting the white savior complex. So this is all ridiculous. I'm not even going to read any of this nonsense because this is so stupid. No more blueface. Lakota people are powerful, she added. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. You're literally talking about a film with blue aliens, and if you see them as Native Americans, then maybe you are the problem. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing with like all these crazy wokesters that say that black people or that orcs are the black people in fantasy and all this stuff. It's like, dude, do you not hear what you were saying and how absolutely horrible that sounds coming from your mouth? But of course, these people don't see it that way. They just continue to think that they are fighting for justice, for social justice, when really at the end of the day, they're just being absolutely insane with the way that they view the world. And it is not going to be getting any better. And of course, this is what happens, Disney, when you continue to pander to different woke people and woke groups of people. So with all that being said, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.